again, everyone. It's been quite a while, I know. Probably a little too long. That being said, I realize you guys haven't really heard me really sing, have you?
Nope.
No. Would you like to? Or would you rather hear puns? I give the floor to you guys. What's your preference? Sing? Sing? I hear singing, so singing it shall be. However, I have my phone set up to record, so I'm going to have the music in my head. I hope you guys don't mind.
Sing and puns.
Sing and that's a good one.
Singing puns.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if they do come to mind while I sing, I will absolutely do so.
Yay!
But I think I'm going to pay homage to one of my favorites. That'd be Weird Al Yankovic. Anybody know Weird Al?
Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
Yes. Yes. Although, I was thinking, it is a little long for the one I was originally planning, which would be Trapped in the Drive-Thru. So I'll at least start. In the evening, watching something stupid on TV. I'm zoned out on the sofa when my wife comes in the room and sees me. And she says, "Hey, let's behind the music with Leonard Skinner." And I say, "I don't know, say it's getting late, what you wanna do for dinner?" She says, "I kinda had a big lunch, so I'm not super hungry." I say, "Well, you know, baby, I'm not starving either, but I could eat. So what do you have in mind?" I said, "I don't know, what about you?" She says, "I don't care if you're hungry, let's eat." I said, "That's what we're gonna do. But first you gotta tell me what it is you're hungry for." And she says, "Let me think what's left in our refrigerator." I say, "Well, there's tuna, I know." She says, "I went better a week ago." I say, "Is the chili okay?" She says, "You finished that yesterday." And I hopped on and said, "Hey, do you want to get something delivered?" And she's like, "Why would I want to eat liver? I don't even like liver." And I'm like, "Well, no, I said delivered." And she, "I heard you say liver." I'm like, "I should know what I said." She said, "Whatever, I just don't want any liver." And I was gonna say something, but my cell phone started to ring. Now who could be calling me? I checked my caller ID. It was just cousin Larry calling for the third time today. My wife said, "Let it go to voicemail." I said, "Okay." Now where were we? Oh, dinner right, so what do you wanna do? She says, "Well, don't do it, I'm something in the kitchen." Yeah, I say, "Why don't you?" "Get your out to dinner, please." I say, "No," she says, "Yes." I said, "No," she says, "Yes." I said, "No," she says, "Yes." "Oh, here's your keys." I step a little bit closer, say, "Okay, where you wanna go?" She says, "How about the Ivy?" And I say, "Well, I don't know. I don't feel like getting all dressed up and eating expensive food." She says, "Olive Garden." I say, "Nah, I'm not in the mood." And Burrito King would make me gassy, there's no doubt. My wife says, "Forget about it." I say, "No, I swear I'm gonna take you out." When I get an idea, I say, "I know what we'll do." She says, "What?" I say, "Guess." She says, "What?" I say, "We're going to the drive-thru." So we head out the front door, open the garage doors, and I open those car doors, and we get in those car doors, put my key in the ignition, and then I turn it sideways as we fasten our seat belts, and we pull out the driveway. Now we're on to the drive-thru, on our way to the drive-thru, moving closer to the drive-thru, on our way to the drive-thru, getting right to the drive-thru. Now we're into the drive-thru, now we're at the drive-thru. And did I mention the drive-thru, 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 drive-thru? Well, here we are. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do the rest of the song. It's a little bit long. It's a little bit long for you guys, even though I really would love to. That being said, I'm on this stand-up journey. And if you guys want to follow it along, I do have my stuff on YouTube that I'm going to be posting there. And I would really appreciate you guys if you wanted to follow. It's Maverick Dewitt, not D-O, but D-E-W, it. Maverick Dewitt. You can find me on YouTube, on Twitch, on Instagram. And if you would like to get that, and if you want to see it, I can show you. Just let me know. Thank you guys so much.
Hi, Andrew. Okay. Next up, we have Dennis, everybody. Give it up for Dennis.